Just a disclaimer, right? Trade at your own risk. If you see me taking a trade and you do end up getting in, just understand you're trading at your own risk. So if you don't want to take the trade, don't take the trade. If you see me end up getting into a trade and you want to get involved, I'm just gonna speak out loud my thoughts. So, don't hit SL and blame it on me. So, just a disclaimer before we start. If I
That got you, bro.
if I see a setup I like, I'm gonna take it. I just booked my appointment for a haircut. The guy is busy, so I got a little bit of time to play around with these charts. So let's see what is going on. Okay. Okay, as far as EU goes, what can we see? Yeah, this is really the supply I want to play from. If I'm gonna play, I want to play from on top of this area once price comes up there. Even then, there's still liquidity up here. You know, triple highs right here. So that is something to be, you know, careful of. Let's see. This is a break test. Okay. This is a triple bottom. Even though there's inducements in it, this will be the ideal area to trade from. This ideal POI. This will be your ideal POI to play from. Okay. Um, GU. You have to understand we're like, extremely bearish. So if that high get ran, and potentially this high too, me personally, I would look for a sell because this is coming up as a trend line. Okay, so there's a lot of liquidity to the downside. If and now if you go from high to low, we just reached 50%. I'm not saying price is gonna drop down from 50%, but when we reach these areas, we gonna be in the premium zones for sellers to get in. So currently on GU bullish, currently on EU bullish, which both make sense. Let's only see if there's a trade. Okay, if there's a trade, this is a beautiful trend line. Okay, this is the most ideal place where price can come to. Not if it takes the trend line, that idea is done. Let this trend line stay where it's at, come induce this level, then we can go. That would be the ideal scenario. If it takes that trend line, then really wouldn't be looking to buy after that. So all of that, let's just wait for price to come back down and see what's going on. If price does end up coming down and we're still on time window, I am not looking for lower time frame, me personally, and I'll be executing from here. So I'm just letting you know right now. So stay away from the M1, and this is what you do. Stay on M5, see what's going on. Okay, so this is gonna be a session of hanging out. There's a lot of hanging out. I'm not gonna just keep talking. I will only talk if there's something important to say. But other than that, you're just literally watching price as I am watching price.
Ora şekerimini.
Can anyone hear a sound? No, because I'm not talking right now, currently. Let's see there. Yep, trap more people. Come on, let's go. GU, I wouldn't be buying it from there, to be honest. GU this low, I wouldn't be buying it. Here, 50-50. I would love for price to come down here, but let's just see. How price is coming down right now is not looking lovely for you to initiate buys. So let's drop 30 seconds, see what's going on here. M1 imbalance would be here. See how price comes down there, reacts. Equal lows. See how price comes there. 1.3 pip. Red flag. Red flag. Okay, price filled up imbalance on a high time frame. Let's see what happens. Oh, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. This is why we don't guess. We wait. Guessing will get you smoked. When price comes here, we'll see if there's something to play with. Will be better. Let's see what will be better. What will be better is this low to get swept one more time, but then at that point, best zone is here. But this is the like 100%. This is 100% my eyes closed. I will execute here. That right there. Right here, kind of a little bit of a freestyle. So let's see. Let's see. Mm, Oh man, let's see. Mm, mm, pum, 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 pum. Okay, potential inducement, right? But potential. This has potential. This right here has potential, my friends. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? Lovely. Ooh. Mm, mm. Good, good, good. We looking good. We are looking good. Small one chop. Nice M1 zone. Okay, let's see. Let's see. This low, that's not low. I want this low to get induced. I want that one to get respected. Let's see. If that happens, I personally will execute. If that doesn't happen, I'll just watch. Let's see. The zone is low though. There's only like 1.6 pips. So that's a red flag. But let's see. If that get induced, this low right here, and that one respected, this respect, that one get induced. Should be a no-brainer for me. I will execute, but let's see. See how price is delivered. Okay, let's see the reaction. See the reaction out of this hole, out of this hole. Let's see. What do we have for reaction? Go reaction by reaction. Let's see. How did I see it as SMT? Because of the liquidity above it. You got equal highs, trend line, you got a lot of stuff. Why am I sure? I'm sure it's SMT. 100% I'm sure. Am I sure I'm gonna take the trade out of here? I'm not sure I'm gonna take the trade from the touch. So I needed to touch, see the reaction before I even get in. Because now, what if it just comes take it out? Okay, let's see the red flags. Red flag is 1.5 pips. I don't trade 1.5 pips, but I'm willing to take a look at it if it does what I want it to do. What do I want it to do? I want it to induce, see the reaction before I trade it. And obviously, clearly, that is not happening right now. Therefore, I say myself, what? Stop loss instead of just getting in. You get what I mean? Yeah, the support level will be ideal. It will be the best thing to come here, but we're low. Price is up here. Price is being delivered up here. We're not down there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking up here. If we want to look down here, maybe we should just close the laptop and come back because it's not gonna happen in the first hour. First hour ain't gonna come. If it comes down here, it will be way past the first hour, and it just won't be a trade for me. So where price is right now, price is up here. I'm trying to trade what price is telling me up here, not down there, because we're not down here. This will be the best scenario to trade from. Absolutely, 100%. This is A plus here. Here, a little bit of a freestyle. I'm trying to see if we can find a setup. Right now, there is nothing. Okay, not the best area. This is not the best area. So we're just looking to see. And that's why we don't just trade in freestyle. Okay, you wait. Okay, inducement. We don't see a reaction. Now we're waiting. Are we gonna get a reaction? Obviously, clearly we didn't. So there's no trade right here. You get what I'm saying? This area is the best area if you're gonna buy. So that tells you right now, boom, boom, bang. Delete all of those. Okay. This also is not the best area, but we will look at it. All we're looking for. We're trying to see if we can find a setup because price is not here right now. And if it comes here, I promise you, I'm not gonna be waiting for lower time frame. I'm just gonna um, put a limit there if it comes there within the hour. Right, currently we're just 18 minutes in. So, however price is delivered is however price we read. We're here. That's what we read. When price comes here, that's what you read. You don't try to read price here when price is not here. Price is being delivered here. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. That low got smoked. This one is respecting. Okay, it's interesting. Okay, market pushes low, high, higher low, higher high. Price coming back with liquidity. You inducing liquidity mitigation. Best setup. This is the best setup you want. Inducement into mitigation, liquidity cycle, right? Structural cycle. Price is what? Bullish. Complex pullback, building liquidity to the downside, inducement into a mitigation. So I'm not gonna look for lower time frame here. This is the extreme. This is the low that led to the high. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, completely does.
But where price is at, price is here. Price is not down there. You get what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I'm reading price here because if it decides to go from here, I want to be in from here because this is still an inducement. You get what I'm saying? All of that is, let's see, one touch, two touch, three touches on a trend line. So it's not, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to come here, but would be the ideal scenario. The ideal trade is for price to come
Hmm.
there. But if it doesn't, you adjust. You got a dance with price. You know what I'm saying? Dance with
Yeah,
price.
bro.
That's all it is.
Bro, if you put limit there, would you not cover these wicks where the support is? What if it again respect the support and go up?
Now then, that's not a trade for me. If it comes all the way down here and it doesn't
Yeah.
induce, I'm not gonna get in. But if we
Ah,
up
gotcha.
here, I don't mind. I don't mind playing from here to go up. But if we do induce this low, if this low doesn't
Yeah.
hold, I'm not gonna get in until this. But if this does hold,
Yeah.
this is an inducement of a break and test. I have liquidity coming up, build up of liquidity, inducement. Yes, there's no mitigation, but I want to see what happens from here. I just want to see. If this does this,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get involved. I will only get involved here. If
Got
this
it, bro.
decides to go up, I understand this is not gonna
Mm.
hold. Equal highs, trend line. You got whatever that's going on up there, resistance. You know, there's a lot of liquidity up here. So I'm just being objective and trying to see where price could go, can react from. Nah, man. M3 candle does not work like that. The M3 candle you're talking about, it doesn't work like this. I don't just open here, M3 candle and I'm executing that. That's not how that works. M3 candle has criteria, medium inducement, stuff like. Do you have medium inducement? No. Why you execute on an M3 candle here? That doesn't make sense. So, me personally, I wouldn't execute on no M3 candle because you're guessing. This area right here, M3 candle, you're guessing, just winking it. I don't like to wink trades. You cannot execute on M3 candle here. I wait for buyers to take control. I want to see clear signs, okay? If I'm saying this is an inducement, I want this area to respect, okay? I want that to get induced like this. I want this one to respect. Then I want more. I want more. I want this area to convince me. Build up. Boom. Inducement. Respect this area. Break a structure. Okay, now we can see something. Okay, now let me execute here. None of that is going on, you see? So you don't just freestyle and guess, you know? See, now boom, boom, that take it, that got taken. So this area, I don't think is gonna hold anymore. So now I just watch. Very possible that could go up, but that's why you don't guess. You just wait, see what price is showing you. For me to enter sells here, I want price to take that high. I'm not gonna lie. Even though if I could see here, what can I see? I could see this, right? I can see break and a test, inducement of that, and inducement of all of these, right? That trend line. So let's see if we can find cells here. Okay. I can see inducement, break a structure, smart money trap, reaction, fails, breaks. This right here, it is kind of an inducement. So it's not really the cleanest, but it is a form of an inducement. So I would take it to the downside. I would trade this to the downside. But the cleanest thing to do is to take these highs. Best thing to do is price come takes this high. So from here, what can we find? That M3 candle looks nice. Break structure to the downside. Liquidity up there. Boom. Inducement. It showed you break a structure. So forget a U. CGU.
Yes, Yasin, and you know the law, that's
Right.
SMT law. That looks like SMT law because that law actually didn't break any high.
Yeah, that is correct. But if you're looking at price from a subjective,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is the low that led to the high,
Yep,
okay, that broke structure. This is the low, failed to make a high. So
yep,
yes, correct, right? Or low, high, high, low, low, high, lower, low, inducement. and now we could look potential to go see down. Price overall is bullish. We are not near a what? A zone to sell. So you want to be subjective. You could see price going
Yep,
up. What is best for you to have? Medium inducement. You get what I mean? So
that's correct. Yeah.
we're just trying to freestyle something without a medium inducement.
Mm-hmm. It's just a quick 1 to 3.
The only reason I would take this because of these equal lows that's saying here. Only reason I would sell this. But I would want to see some form of divergence, something, right? So let's go 30 seconds here. Mitigating this. There we go. You see, that's the thing. One pair is not gonna go down and the other one go up. That's not how it works. It's either both they're gonna go up or they won't. So if you could find sells here and you find buys there, that doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I think the EU trying to like induce it, the
yeah,
break and
so you
test
see
and
now that's momentum. That's the momentum I like. Okay, so now I change my mind. I look at EU. I don't like GU anymore.
look, it's coming down though.
And let it come down. It's okay, man. It's not nowhere near. It's not nowhere near an area for me to try to. Okay, let's look at
Sell.
this objective right
Yeah.
here. I'm not near something that I want to sell from. This is not area I want. This is nothing up here. Price is trending bullish. This
Yeah.
area is nothing. If it takes it to the high, 100%. But this is right now currently not because I see equal lows. Equal lows could just hold and go. You know what I'm saying? And price come back, take it later. So
That's
you
correct.
have
Yeah.
to be subjective and not naive. So
Mm-hmm. Agreed. It's just basically what we're reading about Brian showing us. Basically, that's
yes,
let's see. Looks like a sales is more probable on GU for me. Let's see.
that is true. But it's not gonna sell. One pair is not gonna sell and the other one buy. That
No,
ain't gonna happen.
that's true because of the diversions.
See now you have break and a test, and now if price come back and do so, be in. That'll be interesting. Okay, let me get my lots ready. Let me get my lots ready. I'm in now.
Yassine, just a quick one, bro. Where do you think you're gonna go break even?
Where would I personally go break even? Let's see. Right? Because I'm only aiming for 1 to 3, and I'm not aiming for a 1 to 10, right? Me personally, right? Where I entered right here. That gets taken out, I will go break even. The best break even will be this high. Wait for that high. That will be the
Yeah,
best
cool.
break even. This
Fair enough,
high
bro.
gets taken out, you go break even.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Let's go over some question. Is that the general rule you use for break even on 1 to 3? Yes, sir. When will this recording be uploaded? That will be uploaded later on the day.
Yo, Yasin.
Yes, sir.
On EU, there is a
Yes,
trend
sir.
line from the bottom of Frankfurt. Did you realize it?
Yes, that right there.
Yeah.
This. Yes.
Yes. Like, do you think it will be taken now or later on?
I mean, it depends. To be honest, I would want to see prices goes up before coming down. This literally would be the best area to try to play with. Like if you're gonna go buy.
Yes,
You get what I mean? But that
yes.
time, this trend line, inducement into mitigation, you have break tests here. This will be the
Support
ideal
level.
scenario. But where price is delivered is right here. I don't mind risking here.
Okay, great. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem. All you gotta understand is if I'm taking a trade here, right? If I'm taking it here and I'm going break even here, right? Because price needs to take liquidity before it comes down. Or if it could just decides to come down, right? So I'm taking a probable setup because this is a probable setup because this is an inducement of a breaking test. Most people looking at it as a breaking structure, right? So this is a probable setup, right? And I'm taking it follow inducement, breaking structure, right? You had a test, you have push higher, another inducement, another breaking structure. So if this goes from here and I go break even and I get my 1 to 3, or I don't get my 1 to 3 and I go break even and it comes back, takes this high, hits my break even and goes up or comes down, at least I'm risking it in a probable zone. You get what I'm saying? Then just trying to freestyle something. You understand? And this is not a easy trade to take. This you have to understand where you at and there's a lot that goes to it. So I'm not gonna tell you this is like an easy trade that you could just, finagle.
Yeah, yeah, great. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Tá, почему? Comedy Moreno.
You gotta understand this kind of trades. Don't take this kind of trades to like a 1 to 10. I mean, you can. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? As long as you go break even, take a 1 to 10, take it whatever you want. But me personally, where I would take it, it's just a 1 to 3. This is not like, and that's the thing. Price is delivered here, and we're not here. This is will be the best area to buy. Correct. This is taking inducements into considerations, market mechanics, traps, all those things we talk about. You see trend line, break and test got induced, trend line to the top, and now I go break even on my trade. Um, you see a lot of stuff like that. So, like when I'm telling you M1 is really hard to read, people don't understand. They just go to M1 and freestyle. This is not something easily, it takes a lot of practice, a lot of years, a lot of, and if you don't practice, it's kind of impossible to do this, right? We're thinking, we were objective price, we were thinking about selling, we were thinking about buying, then you look at the odds, right? Should we sell it from here? Like the brother was trying to do. He was trying to sell from here. You would have been stopped out by now. If you tried to sell it from here, you would have been stopped out. Yes, there's equal lows. You could say weak low, ray, but price is bullish, my brother. So that's one thing, right? Price is what? Very much bullish. So you just gotta look at objective and where prices potentially go. Price can right now, okay? This is the trend line. This could be an inducement and price could melt down. No problem. But you just have to see where price is opening and what's more probable, right? If there's no trade here, don't freestyle something. This is this is not an easy trade for just where you could just tell somebody, okay, take 2 legs and there's a lot that goes to it. But most people here are looking at this as a breaker structure, okay? This is the low that led to the high. This is a BOS. Therefore, this is a trap because this is an inducement of a break and test, and we are bullish. Yes, absolutely. There is liquidity here. I can see liquidity, but it doesn't have to come take it out before he gives you the trade. You get what I'm saying? There's subjects to price. Price could go here. Price dances before it could go take the high before it come back to the low because overall you're in a bearish trend. Okay, right now the trend is bearish. Internally, we are bullish. So, you know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense, bro.
Okay, hands up. Who's in the trade? Who's not in the trade?
You know I don't leave you alone.
Ah, this is my guy. You see? This is my guy right here.
And I'm all in with you.
My guy. You know, at the end of the day, if you don't take it, there's no hard feelings. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's your own capital, so you do whatever you want.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No
We
problem.
risk 1% and that's it. 2 days break even and it went my way. So I
No
freestyle
worries,
with you.
man.
Gotta take the signals, you know?
Ah, look at this Brody.
Yeah!
I see all the Sweden guys. Their trust level is very high.
That's crazy.
You know, some people say it's a special day today.
A special day. Why?
Some people call it Freaky Friday,
You're
It
right.
is
or
It's
as I
definitely.
call it, is Foolport Friday, you know?
Yeah, I like Freaky Friday. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, Freaky Friday is some special day.
But that's what I try to tell people, right? Reading M1 is very hard. So people trying to freestyle a trade from here, it's like you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know what you look for. You gotta like if you haven't done this enough, okay, now let's come take me break even and go to TP. I'ma kill you. But you get what I'm saying? There's a lot that goes to it. So you just like trading is not just looking at M1. If you don't know what M1 looks like, it's very hard for you to. I only do this live trading just to show you my thought process as I'm taking trades, as I'm not. It's the only reason. You know what I'm saying? Not because I want to flex or just for you to see how you could think while taking a trade. Because it's very hard for you to show somebody or try to teach somebody and they don't know what it looks like. When you don't know what it looks like, it's very hard. It's very hard to trade. You get what I'm saying? And I only do this so it becomes easier on your eyes to see it. You get what I mean? But
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
yeah, no problem. But all my guys that took the trade, well done, man. Okay. Like you could see the thought process of me going, right? We pick the zone. Let's see if we can see this inducement of this breaking test. Okay, we don't find a reaction. We don't get trapped here. Okay, this is an inducement. Let's see if we're gonna get a reaction out of here. Boom, boom. Okay, I like that. Now we drop down in 30 seconds. We can see, okay, break test. Boom, boom. Okay, inducement, break a structure. Okay, let's get in. Okay, now we're in. And this trade, you just only aim 1-3. And this high is very important. You go break even. If you don't go break even, because this thing is building liquidity as it's going up. Okay, overall price is bearish. Internally, we are bullish. So don't, confuse the two. So if you want to take this trade into a 1 to 10, I suggest not to because this is not like the greatest setup where you could take price to a 1 to 10, but I could see this play out to a 1 to 3. So what do? I just go break even now. I've been break even since this high got taken, but what's it called? Now I just let price do. If it comes takes me out before it goes, it does that. It's my day of trading today. If it doesn't and it goes to TP, it goes to TP, but you're not losing money at all, right? And remember, when you go break even, you just covering commissions because if your commission here is 200, but now you're putting it at 300 because you don't know your commission, and now price comes, wicks this 300, it doesn't take your actual break even and goes to TP, you're just wasting your time trading. You're or whatever. You could just count that as a break even, but it's up to you. When I say break even, I go break even, so I'm not losing zero money and I'm not gaining any money. That's my break even. My thought process of breaking even. It's like I didn't trade. You get what I'm saying? Because there's probable way of price going high. Okay, I could get paid here almost 7K Okay, instead of me being greedy with 100, I want to say I want to make at least 100 if price reverse. I want to make zero money, but if it goes, I want to make that 7K. You get what I'm saying? So breaking even at the right spot is very important, right? You know, and now it depends on your data, right? This is internal breaking structure. You could go break even there, or external breaking structure, because M1, this is the high that led to this low, right? But we're mitigating something. All of this is traps and smart money trap. Why? We explained it. But like I said, if you see the traps, if you could identify them, if you could see where inducements are at, it's very easy. Inducing. Okay, that's one. Inducing here, that's two, and now you have, okay, boom, boom, liquidity coming back. Inducement number three, you are aligning yourselves. Okay, buyers in control. Inducements were internally bullish. Okay, that's all reasons why you should be looking to buy and not sell. Okay, liquidity wise, where's the liquidity? Okay, we can see trend line, we can see a resistance level. Most people are looking at this as a what? As a breaker structure, because this is the low that made that overall high, right? Most people are looking at this as, okay, this is a breaker structure to the downside, but they don't understand this is not a zone. Why is this not a zone? We discussed it a million times. Let's discuss it one more time. We could see what? We could see break, test, price push higher, inducement. Okay? Inducement, buyers are in control, not sellers. Okay? You're bearish, whatnot, price is bearish, but overall, it's not, I don't know how to explain it anymore, because price is not near anywhere to sell, right? Price building liquidity as you go down. There's a lot of reasons to, and like I told you, GU is not going to go down without EU. Let's see GU. Where is GU? Okay, GU is stalling. Potentially, that high might get taken, or one of these highs get taken, then price go down. That's very potential, very big potential. But you see here, you see how this is stalling for sells? If you get in sells, this is stalling, right? Because it's waiting on EU. Because this does not move without this, and this does not move without that, right? If there's liquidity here, and that needs to sweep it, okay, maybe this will sweep it before both of them will go down. Or you get what I'm saying? Or if there's liquidity here, this will sweep before that going up, because they both, correlate. And the more you do it, the more you understand, the more you get to that level. But just don't go on M1 and freestyle for the sake of yourself and the sake for everybody. Okay, my guys, TP hit. Zerwan, what do we say here now, man? We gonna make a
Bro,
Man, you don't see me 2 weeks now.
yes, you my bro.
Thank you, bro.
It's not 1 into 3 for me yet. Do I close it or let it run for that breaking test on N50?
If it's not 1 to 3, let it run to 1 to 3 as long as you go break even.
Oh, got it.
All right, my guys, I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna go get my haircut and go pray and do my things.
Take
But
care, Yasin.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate
Take
it,
care,
my
Thank you,
brother.
brother. Take
Yasin.
care, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you, bro.
man.
Thank you.
Have a good day, guys.
All the
Good day.
best. All the best. Assalamu alaikum. Take care.
Wa alaikum assalam.